Any appeal for backup is going to fall on very deaf ears.
Well, that's music to my ears. Hey there, jammers, what's jamming? Purple Jam here, and today we're going to be playing some more Hitman 3 because I might be just a tiny bit addicted to this game at the moment. This time we're going to Dartmoor, England to steal a case file on Arthur Edwards and eliminate Alexa Carlisle.
That is Phineas Whitmer, the famous private investigator.
That's all I needed to hear. As soon as you said famous private investigator, I was in. Hell yeah, I want to be a private investigator. This is going to be so cool. I could be like the Scottish Sherlock Holmes. Granted, it'd be hard for me to interrogate people because half of them wouldn't understand me due to my accent. But who needs to talk when you have a gun that can do the talking for you?
Mr. Whitmer, thank God you're here.
Oh, God can't save you now. What was that? Oh, nothing.
You have to be patted down before you see Madame Carlisle inside.
Patted down, you say? If you'll just excuse me a moment. I think I left something in the car. Idiots. I can't even drive. That motorbike at the start, that wasn't even mine. It was just sitting there when I got here. I just started the video getting off it because I thought it looked cool.
A great tragedy has fallen upon us.
Yeah, a great tragedy has fallen upon you. Me.
Mr. Whitmer, I understand that you've travelled from London.
What gave it away? The thick London accent? I don't think you need a PI when you have big brains like that working here.
You may be familiar with the recent announcement of her death.
Whew! So it's not just me that thinks that old bitch looks like she's dead? Oh, thank God.
You'll probably learn that a staged funeral is scheduled to take place tomorrow.
Alright, yeah, staged funeral, and not dead at all. I knew that. I was just testing you. I'm a PI after all.
The case concerns the death of Mr. Zachary, Madame Carlisle's younger brother. He was found dead in his bed this morning.
So let me get this straight. Madame Carlisle has faked her death. She's now announced she's alive. There's a staged funeral tomorrow, and now her younger brother has turned up dead the day before her funeral. Plus, on that same day, 4 guards plus a naked guy were found dead at the front gate. Interesting. That'll make a lovely picture for my collection.
Why don't you use your camera to scan the dead body, 47?
Scan the body? So that's what the camera's used for? I mean, what do you think I was doing? Taking photos with it? What do you think I am? Some sort of weirdo? Man, that'll make a lovely picture for my collection. Looks like I found the cause of death here. Yep, just as I expected. Alcohol poisoning from extreme intoxication. I've been close to it myself a few times in my life. What does this do? A hidden door, eh? It looks like the first time in my life actually picking up a book has paid off. You know what? After this I should read more. And you know what? I should also lie less, because that isn't happening. A hidden mirror, eh? It looks like Mr. Zachary was into some kinky shit.
A photocopy of the floor plans. Somebody's been researching the secret ins and outs of Thornbridge Manor.
Or it could be that. I'm going to go for the first theory though. Now, this is more my style of reading. A 1-page note, and it's a suicide note, which is my genre. No, don't do it. Don't jump. You have so much to live for. Oh, would you look at that? 2 suicides in one day, in the same place. What are the odds?
And Madame Carlisle and her security didn't arrive until this morning.
Okay, so that rules Madame Carlisle out. I actually had a sneaky suspicion for some reason. It might have been her. You know, that's the type of twist they usually have in movies.
No, I do not have an alibi.
I'm just trying to walk into him and annoy him into admitting it was him. He's just like, I've had enough, okay? Admit it. It was me. I can't take this anymore. This is really cool. So now I have to interrogate the suspects and try and solve the crime. I just love the pics they have for Zachary. Everyone's got these nice portrait-style photos, and then the butler couldn't even be bothered to find a nice photo of Zachary before he died.
I stayed for the last shout and I was back here just before midnight.
Well, that is definitely a lie. No one who goes for a drink gets home before midnight. I'm on to you, Gregory. I'm playing good cop, bad cop, but because I'm on my own, I'm just like someone with split personality.
A bit heavy on the bottle, but who could blame him?
I love how he's gossiping about Zachary drinking, yet his alibi for last night was because he was out drinking. Looks like I'm not the only one with split personality around here. So where were you last night, huh? You seem a bit sus.
Well, I spent the evening with my family, but I got an awful migraine and had to take to bed.
And what caused that migraine? Were you stressing over something? Like if you're going to go through for murder,
I might as well be honest. His presence was always awkward.
His presence was always awkward, you say? Well, was it as awkward as this?
My brother Gregory came along for a nightcap. He'd never admit it.
He'll never admit it. I think it was the first thing he said to me. I don't even know why you went into that anyway. I think you're old enough to go for a drink when you want. I mean, you look about 50, no offence by the way, and it literally clears your name from a murder. Oh, that's handy. So it marks off the people who have alibis. That's good, because I'll probably end up forgetting everyone's name.
Did you notice anything out of the ordinary? Any strangers?
And when I say out of the ordinary and strangers, that doesn't include me, by the way.
Except Patrick's mother, Emma. Do you mind? We were sitting...
Oh, sorry. Wait a minute. Wasn't Emma the one who had the migraine?
She's always going on about how things will change once she's in charge of Thornbridge Manor.
When she's in charge, you say? Emma's looking very suspicious just now. She's definitely my number one suspect. Just one more question. Who's Patrick?
Patrick Carlisle.
Oh, this is Patrick here, looking like a right Chad, I must say. I just hadn't met him yet.
I took that pretty blonde, Rosie, for an evening stroll.
Okay, so Patrick had just confirmed what the maid was saying. I love how when she was talking about it, she was pure in love with him, and he can't even remember her name. I think I was meant to talk to him the other way about, but we got there in the end.
So I spent 3 hours on my laptop in my room.
Right, that I can believe. You wouldn't be the first person to click on a funny cat video, and before you know it, it's 3 hours later.
Did he act strange last night?
And by strange, I mean, did he do anything like this?
More chatty than usual.
I think that's me spoke to everyone. 3 of them have an alibi, and we have 3 left. I think I'm drawn more to Emma, or the butler, than I'm Rebecca, but I'm going to have to do a bit of snooping and see if we can find anything. Legally, of course. Okay. I know I just said legally, but that one was self-defence, I swear. And then I'll just legally use this key I conveniently found earlier. The lock's just a bit tight. There we go. I knew it. Footprints. Wait, did I even find footprints earlier? I can't even remember. I thought I would find something juicier than that here. Emma was my prime suspect, but all I found were a pair of shoes. I'll search the other rooms and see if I can find anything. Future Purple here, to tell you how stupid past Purple is. So there is more evidence in this room, which I missed, and I end up coming back and find it later. What an idiot. I mean, who'd want to be that guy? Am I right?
I can see from the log that Rebecca was in a conference call from 9 p.m. to midnight last night.
So it looks like Rebecca was telling the truth. Her story matches up, and I found a letter with her handwriting on it that does not match the suicide note. So does that mean the butler did it? Although I'm still not convinced about Emma. I better do some more digging. I'm going to take this guard's uniform because there's a room Madame Carlisle and her bodyguard keep going to that I'm not allowed in, and I really want to see what's in there. This is the room here. I'll just quickly take care of this guard first, whilst his back is turned.
Nobody's that calm. It's gonna have been murder, I'm telling you.
I love how he's talking about murder, whilst I put a dead body in the trunk behind him. I knew that fish I swiped from the kitchen would come in handy, and now I can finally say he's sleeping with the fishes. Get it? Because I put him to sleep with a fish? Sorry, that joke was about tuna. Fucking hell, and now he's become a fish. Did you see him flapping about there?
This all confirms that Arthur Edwards stole everything from Madame Carlisle.
Wait, so Arthur Edwards, the guy whose case file I'm trying to find, has took all of Madame Carlisle's money? I did not expect that. This is such a fun mission. I love all the twists and how everything ties in nicely together.
Gotta dig this place. Ancestral graveyard, trophy room, and the office safe is hidden behind a portrait, with a secret mechanism for uncovering it.
What? As if anybody would ever just say that during a random conversation. That is the most random thing ever. It helps me, yeah, but it's just such a bizarre thing to say to someone. I love how there's a guard right there, and he's just quite happy to let me walk about and press hidden buttons in Madame Carlisle's office. Okay, so we have a clock, a telescope, a fire, and a moose. I'm guessing it's 2 items in the room. That's just another random thing to have. Would you not just remember the code? I mean, just set it as the same 4-digit code as your phone. There, done. I'm making fun of them not remembering the code, and I literally have a bit of paper just now with telescope-9 wrote on it. Oh my god, I wasn't even paying attention there, and I was about to write in the code, and Madame Carlisle just walks in the room. That was so close. 1975. I'm sure you could have easily remembered that code without all the effort. Like, I'm sure that must be a special year for something, but I've not been paying attention, so I'm not sure what. I can tell you for definite, it's not Madame Carlisle's buff here, that's for sure. I could kill her now, I have the case file, but I really want to solve the murder before I do. I've came too far not to. For fuck's sake, I'm an idiot. I've just realised that it tells you how many clues you found in each room, and for Emma's room, you know, just the prime suspect, it says 1 out of 4. We better go back and check again.
Now this is interesting, 47. A letter from Emma's mother stating that Emma is the illegitimate child of Alexa's late older brother, Montgomery. And listen to this. She claims to have witnessed Alexa and Zachary murder him. The plot thickens.
How did I miss that before? Probably just one of the biggest pieces of evidence in the full investigation, and I missed it. I'm the worst detective ever, and also missed a key for the greenhouse. Probably just the second biggest bit of evidence in the whole investigation, and I missed it. So I think what we should do is check the butler's office on the way out. I keep forgetting to do that. I found it right at the start, but I didn't have a crowbar to get in. And then after that, check the greenhouse. And then I think we should know who the killer is. Oh my god, there was a master key for the whole mansion in here the full time. That would have been so handy at the start of the mission. I seem to have done this whole investigation in the most weirdest way possible. It's like I've done everything in reverse order.
Zachary's diary. This is big. He was about to confess to the world that he and Alexa murdered their older brother Montgomery 46 years ago. And apparently, Mr. Fernsby helped make the murder look like an accident.
Why are the people in this mansion so incompetent? You had one job, to burn that diary, and you've still made a mess of it. So it looks like the whole investigation rests on what I find in this greenhouse. Why am I so incompetent? Because I forgot a clue again.
Lethal if you use enough of them.
But not the poison used to kill Zachary.
So it was Emma then. I knew it. Migraine my ass. I'm just going to go to the greenhouse, just to make sure. But I think it's pretty obvious. It was Emma. You see, I do have a greenhouse key and a master key. But I feel at this point, I'm as well breaking the door. I've already broke every single other door in the mansion, so I may as well finish the job. Whoops. I did not know she was in here. And I also don't know how she never heard that big banging sound there as the lock broke. So you can't hear the door breaking, but you heard that alright, didn't you?
This is a table.
She can clearly see me. I love how I go to all that effort to sneak in, and then I just run back out right past her.
Female, age 65 to 79, 60 to 64 kilograms. I'd say Madame Carlyle is next in line for a poisoning.
That confirms what we already knew. Emma killed Zachary, and now she plans on killing Madame Carlyle. We did that a weird way, but we got there in the end. I'll just get a nice little photo, just to celebrate the occasion. Just put it in the scrapbook with a little sign saying, my first investigation. It'll look nice next to that lovely photo I got of Zachary.
I'm ready to present my conclusion to Madame Carlyle.
Very well. If you'll follow me, sir.
This is a bit awkward. We're walking in silence, next to the person who we are going to speak to. I mean, why can we not just tell her now? She's literally right next to us.
What is happening here? Somebody has taken the case file.
Oh, really? I mean, case file? What case file? I don't have a clue what you're talking about.
Your niece, Emma Carlyle, murdered your brother Zachary.
My niece? Emma is not my niece. She's my daughter-in-law.
And your niece. Emma is the illegitimate child of your late older brother Montgomery, who you and Zachary killed 46 years ago.
I think we could have left that bit out so we could, get out if you're alive. I mean, he could have just said it was Emma. We didn't have to bring up the fact that she killed her brother. That's like one of those movie moments where she's like, well, now that you know, you can never leave.
She believed you did it to steal the Carlyle empire from her and her unborn child. And she raised Emma to reclaim what she lost. Marry your heir, Gregory, get revenge, and secure the Carlyle empire for her bloodline generations to come.
He worked all that out from the evidence. I actually forgot that Gregory was even married to Emma. You see, this is why I'm not a PI.
Thank you, Mr. Whitmer. You have not disappointed. I promised you I would reward you generously if you solved the case. So, what do you suggest?
Well, I already have the case file, so I guess I'll pick the money, even though I know that cheque is 100% going to bounce after looking at your financial situation. Oh, Alexa, just one more thing. I hate to see a good funeral go to waste. Oh, would you look at that? Another suicide. What are the odds? I'm starting to think this manor might be haunted or something. And now to make my...
47. They're everywhere. Go, get out! It's the Constantine. Shit!
That was weird. They must have the wrong number or something. Anyway, as I was saying before I was rudely interrupted, and now to make my movie style getaway. Thanks very much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, why not leave me a like and a comment, as it really helps me out. And a big thank you to my patrons, Harry Haywood, Captain Tourette, Ash and Kajel Sinky.